Hey Moo, you know what the best thing about golf shots are?
What is it?
Compressing the juice out of that golf ball. It is by far the most blissful thing there is. We want this for you. Wait till you see this guy hit a 9-iron. We got the green at 190 yards and it's going to be just a cruising 9-iron onto the green for Moo. We're going to show you how to compress the ball like Moo. Stay with us. That looks pretty good, bud.
It's a good start.
There you go. That looked like such an easy swing. Look at that, 189 yards carry.
Yeah.
Your club speed on that was 98 miles an hour on a 9-iron.
Yeah.
And it is offline by 14 feet only. You're 15 feet from the flagstick. Now, how does Moo do it? We're going to show you with a simple hammer, or you can just put a ball up against the door frame. So if I put a door frame here for Moo,
Okay.
all right, you got plenty of room to take a stance there, Moo?
Yeah, should be good.
And we're going to put a ball right up against that. Now, the goal is to sandwich the ball between the club face and the hammer. And what we want to do is we want to use the weight of the arms and the club to do it. So Moo's got some really good pipes, and he's going to use the weight of those pipes to squeeze that ball. So take a backswing and stop, Moo. Now notice he didn't come off the hammer. He's got a big turn, and he's keeping the pressure against the hammer. I like the matching hat with the hammer, though, bud. How do we do that? That was cool. So now show me the first move in the downswing. Yes. So notice Moo's not getting in front of the hammer. Show me impact. Boom. So the hands come through first, the club comes down, squeezes the ball, and then you're compressing the ball through the hammer. So the low point of the swing is going to be basically over here.
That's right.
We're collecting the ball against the hammer and releasing it through the hammer and towards the target, right?
Yeah.
So in essence, we're using momentum. And this is where so many of you get in trouble, because what you're trying, what most people are trying to do, not you, Moo.
Yeah.
What most people try to do is try to hit the ball hard.
Right.
And they're using arm force.
Right.
So when you use the arms, you're actually telling your brain to freeze the body. So the body gets in the way, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So if you're a surgeon or a dentist, you're going to be a statue over your patient. You're asking your brain to freeze everything because you need to make some fine manipulations. So if you take in the club and you see and you stare down at the ball and that's your target and you're trying to hit the ball, then you're using force against the body.
True.
Whereas if the task is to take the ball and squeeze it through. So if I wanted to squeeze this ball through there towards you, Moo,
Yeah.
I'm using the weight of that arm club unit. So watch what happens here. I'm going to, like a lumberjack, if I had an axe in my hands, I'm going to use the weight of my arm axe unit to heave it back. Notice as I heaved it back, the body was getting out of the way. So notice how my back is turned to the target, towards Moo, but I didn't come off the hammer. And now I can use the weight of my arm axe unit to pummel through the tree, or if I had a sledgehammer, pin that nail through the door frame with my sledgehammer. So in essence, collecting the ball from here and releasing it out there. So peak speed is going to be over here, busting through it.
For sure.
Right? And
Yeah.
that's the essence of a really good golf swing. So we're compressing through the ball and into the picture. Now, a really important thing to have is an intermediate point. So I'm going to take this tee here and I'm going to peg it right there at the front. You can see Moo already had his over there. And don't be afraid to use one on the golf course. So many of you are lining up improperly. So if I'm going to be facing you and I make a golf swing, my golf swing is basically going 90 degrees to the left of you. If I turn this way and I go towards you, I need to see you this way. There's no intermediate point in front, so I'm going straight to my target, and in so doing, I'm yanking right across the ball, I'm going dead left. So with the intermediate point here, I'm using that to line up my door frame. So I'm going to compress through that golf ball over that intermediate point and into the picture. So I feel the weight of my arms and club, and I'm going to use the momentum to squeeze through that door frame and into that picture.
Cool,
There we go. How about them apples? And
shot.
there's my stock 182-yard carry with my 7-iron. And Moo just outperformed my 7-iron by 7 yards with a 9-iron. All right, to finish off, let's look at face on, how amazing that looks. Before we hit into that face on, so you can really see how we're compressing through that ball, please subscribe to our channel and leave a comment or question down below.
And be sure to hit the bell and give us a like,
Please.
please.
But my club speed's a little anemic compared to yours. So in conclusion, we're never trying to hit the ball hard. We're trying to compress through the ball heavily.
Right.
We're using weight, mass. Imagine you got big sumo wrestler's arms or Moo's arms. It's a good picture. Enjoy that. We'll see you next week.